know my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Tuesday.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Myles Jack there to make the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd down, Smith. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They keep it with Fournette on first down, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
72.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now it's Peterson. Uses the spin. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down, Ryan. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got it in, Calvin Ridley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go. 39.
Boston Scott, his first carry. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ryan, and he will find Ridley on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tuesday.
A first down carry for Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Right.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
372.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And give him a gain of 37.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play it worked for big yardage.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The tackle made there by Takk McKinley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Spread right, snap. 11B. 76. Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Bortles now to throw. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, follow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Hey, let's go. Trip front.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And Bortles going to sneak it. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft. and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Mike 39, Lucy.
Throwing is Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trey Madden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right, but I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, wherever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher. So sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor. But on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
Here's Ryan to throw. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Get up!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gun.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's get ready, get ready. Right 25. Ready to go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. The pitch to Fournette. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
You. Lucy.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On 3rd down, Yeldon. And an alley to run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So we've reached halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's going to get it running right. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They go play action with Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
11.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Lucy.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, spread left. So right.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Niles Paul, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Bortles will keep it, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Blake Bortles, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Falcons now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. A gain of 3, second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down, here's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back 25. Ready to go.
They go play action now. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to second or third down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
Now Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Lucy.
Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Back now in Atlanta. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Bortles. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Telvin Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Bortles going to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ryan looking downfield for Jim. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to take another shot here. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, let's go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready. White 25.
To throw again. Ryan. Throw right side caught by Ridley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. They'll toss it to Fournette. He's to the 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Barry Church. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go. Move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On the return is Peterson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've officially gone final in Baltimore. And the Ravens have wound up winning that affair. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And he's able to put it through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Bortles with a knee to the ground, and that should do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this.